Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm talking about how I am blocked/banned from an online retailer. This video is a long time coming. This is a problem that I should have addressed several months ago when I made the videos I'm banned or I'm blocked from buying comic books. So I had a lot of accusations thrown at me that I was in the wrong, that I was doing something bad or disingenuous or evil or sadistic. You guys can judge for yourselves as far as my actions and whether or not they warranted the scolding, the reprimand, the banning that followed, the subsequent banning that followed after that. But before that, I want to just kind of address some of the comments that were left by some of my viewers about why I was banned, why these things happened, and then try to address them. Okay, so the first person, Wrench246, says, "Why do you keep getting banned from places?" And then a Mark Spector Comics says, "That's the question we should be asking. Why have your wife buy books for you? Why create a fake account and not disclose the retailers you're banned from? Lol, man is seeking clicks." Warriors for Info TV, a bunch of online retailers have banned you from buying. The 666 says, "Why are you banned?" Nemesis Prime 17, "Who's the seller? Why don't call the person out?" A Do Fanatic says, "Half surprised the account name wasn't Not Sticky Goose Comics." DJ Mine says, "Anything for clout." Back to Work says, "Geez man, you're effing entitled." And Sean Graham says, "Throwing out stereotypes and looking down your nose at dudes trying to make $1. What the fuck? Do you think you're a poser?" Jimmy T 5672 says, "You're an absolute clown. You're absolutely in the wrong. The entitlement is grotesque." And said, "Yeah." JC's Geek Emporium says, "Man, yesterday you had a positive video with your slab collection. Now you're back to the negativity." So this all started back in February of 2023, and longtime friends and fans of the channel may have already heard me discuss this issue specifically, and then maybe even the subsequent issues, but this all is stemming around the online seller Elite Comics 11. Elite Comics 11 is probably the biggest consignment account on Instagram. They have like 30 or 40,000 followers. They make huge sales. They're a big deal. So the problem arises from me trying to buy a Fantastic Four number 49 slabbed in a 5.0. I bought the book. I think I got it for like $700 or something. I said, this is what I said in the text chat after I had sent the money to the seller. I said, "Was the payment received?" They said, "Let me check on that for you." Yes, payment was received. A day later, I have not received any shipping information or communication from the seller. So the problem with Elite Comics 11 and what happens is when you buy things from them is they are sending you information about where to send your money. Friends and family PayPal a majority of the time. So what that means is you're sending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to a email account, a PayPal account that you don't know, you don't recognize, and you're just praying to God that this is where the money is being sent to the right person. So when you're sending it, a lot of times the person that you're sending it to, will have like a little avatar of like a Spider-Man or something, and you're just praying to God that they have that, because most of the time you're just sending it to an avatar of like a mustache man, like laying down or something. I mean, it's scary, it's creepy, it's bad, it's all bad. So I was waiting on tracking, waiting on confirmation to know that the $700, I didn't send it to a random mustached man. I sent it to the correct mustached man. And this was the tracking information that I received. So, you can make out that it says FF49. So thank God it was like the right item. But can you read this tracking? Can you make out what's going on here? I mean, it was nice to know that potentially that the item had been sent, but personally, if I'm making like a purchase for hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, I would prefer to like know if it's been shipped and where it is in the process. That's just me though. So that was kind of the first problem. That was the first rub I had with them. So what I started doing after that, I kept buying from them because, to be honest, they had good prices on stuff. At least I thought so. There was books. They had big books that I had wanted. Clear photos. It feels like you know what you're getting. And everything that I had bought from them did eventually arrive to my front door. So the next issue arose from me starting, after I was buying from people on there, I was then messaging them or trying to find them on Instagram after the book had been sold and I had sent the money. So what I would do is, a lot of times the person's name or some sort of factor that allowed me to identify this person, I would use that on Instagram, and a majority of the time I would find these people. So a few times I would reach out to them specifically and say, hey, just touching base. Did you get the money? Are you a real person? Did I send it to a random mustache man? Is this real? And it's a bad look. It's a bad feeling to have to do that, but it's just part of it. Like, this is what I was having to do. Well, one individual specifically, and I think it was when I bought my X-Men #4 first Scarlet Witch, I reached out to him for tracking, not going through Elite. And I reached out to him for tracking, and I reached out to him for payment confirmation. And I said, do you mind sending the tracking information? He said no problem. He was cool in the chat or in the direct messages. Well, come to find out, he messaged Elite, and I made a video about this as well, basically saying, hey, this guy's like reaching out to me. I just want to let you guys know that I'm talking to the buyer. So Elite Comics reached out to me after that. They said, this is Matt, like I care. Seller informed us that you contacted them directly for tracking info. Heads up that all communication should be through us as the broker. Please keep that in mind for future transactions and refrain from contacting the seller directly. And this is what I said. And at this point, I'm mad because I've spent a lot of money with them, and I kind of feel like they should respect me more as a customer, like confirming, what I'm buying and stuff. So, even talking about this, I kind of get mad about it still because it was just so ridiculous that this all happened. I said, I've had to request tracking information for every single transaction I've made with your company. It was not unreasonable for me to request that. Sometimes I have never received it, and the tracking information I did receive was unreadable. Going back to that original, tracking picture that I showed you guys. And they said, we are happy to provide the tracking info if you haven't received it. The issue is that we are the ones guaranteeing the book you buy, and we need a clear record of the information the seller provides in any relevant communication. That's the only way we will guarantee the books. This is why we are informing you. Thank you for your business. We don't want you to be told something different via another channel. We want to confirm everything is being handled properly. The only way we can do that is through communication with us. Thanks for understanding. So basically what they're saying is they are guaranteeing, they have 100% money back guarantee, satisfaction guaranteed if you're not happy with your book. So if you guys know anything about Elite, you know that they are selling $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 type books, if not more. And do you really believe that those people are going to pay out $30,000 to somebody if they didn't, if the book got lost or something happened, some act of God happened or some funny business happened? You think they are actually going to pay out 30 grand? And little old me, I'm buying a book for $700, $1,000, $2,000. That's a drop in the bucket compared to what some of these other people are spending. And I just find it really hard to believe that that guarantee is actually real. So I'm skeptical. I'm already sending money via a friends and family, not even an authentic transaction through PayPal. It's not through a business. You're sending it friends and family. And then you just want me to just pray and hope that I'm getting the book in a timely manner, or if ever, and that you're just going to protect me with your 100% satisfaction guarantee. BS. So I was mad. I felt like I was being scolded, reprimanded for basically doing their job, tracking down the sellers, basically saying, hey, did you get the money at least? Can you send me a freaking tracking number? It wasn't unreasonable, but you have to realize they are the broker. They are the middleman. This is their whole gig, is this consignment. But the reason why I know that I'm blocked or banned is because I sent this message at the end of last year in December. I said, would you take $225 for the Aliens 9.6? Not only was the message not read, the message was never responded to. It was like the message was not received. And I was like, okay, something's just going on with their DMs. So I say direct message sent on the book in question. There was no response. It had been like a day and a half. They usually respond. If the quickest they respond to is when that message that they want their money, that message comes almost instantaneously. But this was weird. They're not responding to the DM. They're not responding to the message on the listing. And then I had my wife log in on her account and see if my message had shown up on the posting, and it was not. So that's when I realized I had been blocked, shadow banned. I'm not actually blocked from Elite Comics 11. I can still see their posts. I can still see other people commenting on it. It's just my messages are not being shown. So all indications are I've been blocked. And it doesn't seem like this is an Instagram thing, like blocking me for inappropriate behavior or going against guidelines or something. This seems like this is something from Elite. Maybe this is all a big misunderstanding, but it sure seems fishy that my direct messages, my messages on the posts have not been visible. So that is why I was blocked. That's why I'm banned from Elite. So that's what led me to get my wife to claim this Aliens book, which you now see on my wall in all of my videos and one of my favorite books in my collection. I had to have her claim it because it was such a good price. It was such a clean book. I wanted that book. So call me the fool for continuing to go back to that well and keep buying from them. But sometimes when the deal is that good, I'm still gonna do it regardless of whether or not they are jerks or they treated me wrong or whatever. I'm the schmuck for doing that. But guys, let me know what you guys think. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.